Okay, just to walk round. So there's my laser level. I've done 1, 2, 3. Probably can't see it too well. 4, 5, 6, 7 sockets in this bedroom. Well, that may seem a lot. Seems a lot to me, to be honest with you. So let me try and talk you guys through it. So this is the north facing wall. I quite like the thought of my bed facing south. So my bed's going to go in the middle of this wall, socket either side of the bed. I'm going for a 6'6" bed by 6 foot, so what's that, super king? Because my wife moves around quite a lot in her sleep and I'm quite a light sleeper, so I'm hoping that the further she is away from me, the less sleep disturbed I'm going to be. So yeah, there you go. Either side of that, in fact, I need to chase a socket. I'm going to have a light point above each socket, directly in the middle, so for wall mounted lights. I think I spoke about that in another video. I completely forgot I needed to do that today. What's the time? 6 o'clock. That might just quickly get done. So there and there. This socket here, I've gone off the idea of Wi-Fi, so I'm planning on having a sort of internet Cat 5, Cat 6 point here for whatever reason. We may even have a chair in this corner to sit on, I don't know. But I figured if I have a socket either side of the door, all the bases are covered. So this one really is just for hoovering. There's the light switch and the so this is the light switch, room stat for underfloor heating. And then I've got 3 sockets along this wall, which is a lot, but this is going to be our wardrobe wall, so I don't know where the wardrobe is going to be. We could have a wardrobe either side, in which case that socket and the one at the end will be inside a wardrobe. And then we might have a, my wife might have a dressing table in the middle. So then we've got a socket there for hair dryers, straighteners, that kind of thing. And again, if the wardrobes end up moving up this end, then I've got a socket at that end and vice versa. So, you know, even if the socket is in the wardrobe, it's no hassle. One last thing that I want to show you guys before I go is my toolkit. It's a good idea to have a good set of hand tools. So what have we got in here? I've got electrical tape. Usually my socket tester goes in there. I don't know where it is at the moment. I've left it on a job years ago, so I need to replace that with a socket tester. I've got a steel rod armoured cutter, only really good for useful ones. I've got a set square for cutting trunking and tray. I've got a sliding bevel for finding angles. If I just undo this, I'll show you what I mean. So that comes out of there, and then you can find angles, and then you do the bit up at the end when it's tight, and then that just helps you find angles for square and trunking and, you know, all that kind of stuff. What else have we got in here? Okay, so I've got some center punches, different types. So one's for knocking screws through, pointy ones for making marks for screws to go in, or bricks, that kind of thing. I've got a wand just for, you know, just to check that it hasn't become live since I've safely isolated. I've got a marksman pen, extremely handy. Pliers, so normal pliers, long nose pliers, absolutely love long nose pliers. Stanley knife, cutters, hacksaw, obviously a hammer, bolster, my Fluke T5 1000. Absolutely love this tester. I wouldn't recommend anything else. I like the fact that you can select between voltage, current, continuity. What else? So a set of screwdrivers. Put that away properly in a minute. I've got one of these screwdrivers for doing consumer units. You know, the ones that are funny shaped at the end. Can't really see it, the camera's not really picking it up. Where are we? Yeah, that's no good. But you can see that it's a bit like a Phillips, but then it's also got a flat head in there as well. I've got to say, I don't really use it that often. I only really use it if the screw's chewed up. Obviously, set of screwdrivers. I love these Klein tools. The thing I like about them is they've got a nice grip, really strong and sturdy. They feel nice on the screws, but they've got this smooth shaft. So unlike this one doesn't go into RCBOs. You can get the live usually at the front or whatever screws at the front, but it won't reach all the way to the back. Whereas these Klein tools, well, I mean, they're both Klein tools actually, aren't they? But this particular range, smooth shaft, absolutely love it. So what else we got? Fat Max tape measure, 8 meters, a must. Head torch, round tape just in case. Again, I only really use tape for taping on cables. I don't use it for any identification or anything. Stanley knife blades, star bits, range of, conduit cutter, hacks, pad saw, level, my punch down tool for telephones and Cat 6, that kind of thing. What else have we got here? Oh yeah, 4mm rethreader, 3.3mm rethreader, key for getting to meter cupboards. This is a knife from PC Products for cutting out the faces of those covers that you've just seen. Oh, this is one of my favourite tools, believe it or not. This tiny little chisel has got me out of so many scrapes, it's been unbelievable. And I actually left this on the job once, lost it for about 6 months, came back and found it, and yeah, I was absolutely over the moon. Right, where are we? I think that's about it. That's my toolbox. Obviously, and then I've got all my big tools in another box, which I won't bother showing you, but they're all the sort of grips, that kind of thing that I use. Right, there you go, guys. Take care.